Hi, Francisco. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to interview you for my YouTube channel and podcast.
You're welcome. Good morning. It's 5 a.m. here.
So, I thought to introduce you to my audience and tell the work that you are doing to my audience.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Francesco. I'm 38. I'm from Rome. I'm a software engineer. I've worked for the European Space Agency for the Copernicus project. And now I've been maybe too much time on social media. I do interviews, usually as a host. I create videos about Docker. I like to interact with people. I do a lot of stuff. I have a community of content creators. I'm also active on Twitch, on many socials, and I'm happy to be here with you.
So, you are a software engineer and you are from Italy, right?
I'm from Italy, Rome, yes.
And I can see you are writing so much content about Docker and containers. I saw your website and also your YouTube channel. You are creating so many videos. And you're on Twitch and you're creating a lot of content and you're already a software engineer. What made you to be so very active on content creating?
Thank you. To be honest, I don't feel that I am so active, but probably because I have so many things in my head that I can't do. But I like to do a lot of stuff. I don't know. Probably this trick is to wake up very early in the morning, so you have the feeling that I've done a lot of stuff, and also you have less distractions since I roam. There is a lot of traffic, a lot of people asking me things during the day. So usually from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. I can work without distractions. But today is okay that we do this interview. It's totally fine. Also because it's Friday, I want to relax a bit. It has been a tough week.
So when did you start? When did you start being active on social media?
Nice. This is a good question. I started being active on social media on January 2020. So not much time ago. And then a pandemic happened. So I started to work from home because before that I was having a commute time of 3 hours per day. I was doing like 100 kilometers per day by car, by the way, not by feet. and so I had way more free time, and also was forced because I was locked. We had a very bad lockdown in Italy. I don't know if you remember that at the beginning of the pandemic. So I had a lot of free time, and I've noticed that before that I thought that the social media was just a wasting of time, people scrolling with no sense. So this was social media for me before January 2020. But then I started to see the good of social media, so that you can create real connections. And then someone offered me some money to do something on the internet. So that sounded really strange to me. So I started to see that if you connect with people on social media, you will have a lot of opportunities. And I had, and I still have a lot of opportunities. And this is why on March 2021, I quit my job and now I am doing other stuff here. Content creation, freelancing, consultant, many stuff.
So what kind of service do you provide?
Okay. Usually I can work as a content creator, and also now I'm a developer advocate. So let's say that the service that now I provide is a software consultant. If you need help with software, especially on the DevOps part, of course, Docker, container orchestration, and then in the content creation, and also if I like, for example, a company, maybe it's a startup with a lot of passion, I can also help to promote them a bit on my social media, if I trust the project, of course.
So software engineering that is already giving you satisfaction, and you quit the job, and you decided to enter into social media. Now you became self-made entrepreneur. So what is this?
Yeah, I'll not define myself as self-entrepreneur because I don't have for now, I don't have my own company, but it's just me working on social media. So maybe in the future I'll found my new company if I have a good idea and if I want to focus on this. For now, I'm more focused on content creation as a um, uh, creator on different media, videos, articles. I like Twitter a lot. I think probably we met on Twitter. Usually, usually this is how people they reach out to me. So so yes, this has been a great year. We're almost at the end. Yeah.
I saw your videos on YouTube. You're explaining things very clearly, and also I saw your website and the topics that you are explaining. I'm a software engineer. I did masters in software engineering. I connect with what you say, and it is very clear. So where this talent and this communication skill came for you? Software engineering, something is working on software and understanding
Mhm.
software. That is different, and expressing and explaining and making others to understand through all these mediums is completely different job.
Okay, this is a great question. This comes probably from the fact that I've been a teacher for almost all my life. Both of my parents are teachers. I've been a volleyball coach. I've taught math, chemistry, physics. So probably I have some teaching DNA in my veins. So, and this is also one of the reasons why I started creating content because when I at some points I stopped to work in that gym and I started focusing on coding. So I passed from working for 6 8 hours in a gym from just sitting in front of my PC. I was happy to be hired to of working for such a big company, but I started to think, okay, so maybe now I'll not be a teacher anymore because you don't have to be a teacher to be a full stack developer, a software engineer. But after a while, when I started to be on social media, I said, okay, so now on social media, I can create some content, I can share my knowledge. So this is why I've done this. So I was a teacher way before being a programmer, a coder in a professional way. I've been coding for a while, but I usually say that I started coding professionally like for just 6 years ago. Probably I coded the first line of code like more than 20 years ago, but I've been focused on IT and tech and development just in the last 6 years, which is not that much.
You have quite good followers, and a lot of people knows you. And how did you earn this? Because of the passion that you had, that you got on creating content, and you're helping them and solving their problems.
I don't know because they follow me. So uh, you, I think that I think I can be wrong, but mainly for two things. The first thing is that I focused on one thing for a while. So like I done Docker content for 1 year and a half, let's say. So I focused on just one thing. So this is something. So basically you should give a reason to people to follow you. Like why should I follow Francesco? Okay, because I want to learn Docker. So I gave them a reason, not because I'm handsome or other reasons. So the reason is that if you follow me, you will learn something. Okay, if I want to learn PHP, I'll follow a PHP expert. So that's the idea. And I think that the other thing would be that I try at least to be authentic on social media. For example, we have not prepared this interview. I like to make videos while I walk in the morning. So I like this contact because I think that on social media there is a lot of fake things like people trying to look very smart. They just want to see to show the good parts. Instead, sometimes I also post something which is not perfect, but it's true. So this is one of the reasons, for example, why I like to do this kind of interviews, other events, live. So I have really no problem. I'm shameless now, so I can do live streams and stuff because this is really exactly how I am. So probably this some people like that. I don't know.
You are an inspiration for a lot of people who are not making themselves coming out. They are just being in their comfort zone, and they are not understanding there is other world which is very beautiful.
Yeah, let's say that I like to help people who are who want to come out from their comfort zone a lot, because this is exactly what I've experienced on my skin. So I can understand what is the effort, why is that difficult, especially at the beginning, and I try to help them on a daily basis. So probably if you send me a DM like, Francesco, I can't create content, I can help you because I have had those problems. So that's because I'm special or I have done something exceptional. I've experienced all the problems, camera shyness, I don't know, a problem with English. So yes, I've experienced a lot of problems, and sometimes we take some excuses to don't do that. But but I think that coming out of your shell can really help you, because the internet is a powerful tool. Someone doesn't use that in the proper way, but if you use that in a proper way, you can connect. Now we are connected, but we are not very, very close to each other. So now we are using the internet in a good way, I think. So this is very powerful. Yeah, maybe not super expensive. Of course, we need a connection, but it's not is for sure is better than taking a plane and meet each other. Of course, yeah.
So why Docker and containers?
What do you mean? Why should you do that?
I mean, why this fascination and this passion developed for you?
This is a great question. Because I like the idea of focusing on something that can help you in different areas. So this is why. Are you asking me why you should use Docker, or why I have chosen Docker?
Second one.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So I got that right. So I was answering to that one, just asked for confirmation. I like the idea that you learn something that can help you on different projects. Because, for example, you do a project with Python, a project with JavaScript, but you can use Docker both with JavaScript and Python. I've done some videos on that, also on the official Docker YouTube channel. So I like the idea that you have something which is in common, because usually as developers, we have to learn a lot of things. So I was looking for a technology which can help me in all my almost all my projects, instead of learning something totally new every time from scratch. So for example, if I use different DBs, I don't have to install them, but I just use the Docker image and the Docker container of them. So I like this idea of having something that you have as a constant in all your projects. That fascinated me. I don't have to switch totally from one project to another, but at least I know something for almost all my projects.
So what kind of requirements with which your clients come with?
Sorry, what kind of?
What kind of requirements? What they need from your service? What kind of uh, benefit that they want from your service?
What do you mean by okay? So as a service, I offer like software consultant and content creation and basically advocacy, so promotion. So about which kind of services are you talking about? Because I do many stuff.
You're already doing so much work. You are interacting with people. So, what general queries that they ask you and before coming and taking your service?
Okay, but usually they want to learn something about me. They want to know when I'm available. Usually I'm not that available. So also I think this interview has been scheduled a while ago. So and what I really like is that if you create content, if you are already on social media, people don't ask you much stuff because they can check my videos if you want to know my level of English, if you want to know how I talk. So it's great to be on social media because people they don't ask you much stuff. If they reach out to you, you haven't asked me a lot of stuff when you reached out to me because you already know me before contacted me. So this is the secret of you save time. I don't have a CV. You didn't ask me a CV to make this interview because you already have seen me somewhere, and this is super powerful. That you people already know you when they contact you, so you save time and you don't have to show because you've already shown a lot of things about you. This is why I like social media. I save time when I do this kind of interviews or people asking me something. It worked, I think, also for you. Yeah.
The content that you are creating is very, very, very good quality. I can see the time that you are spending on it.
Thank you.
So how
Yeah.
you're making this making this possible and attracting and connecting with and educating so many people with your talent.
Okay, you see that I'm talented, so I trust you. Thank you for this compliment. Having compliments in the morning, I think, is the best way to start your day. Um, so I don't know but I think that I also changed my way to interact with people. If you check, I've made a video 2 years ago just talking with myself, and it was very shy. It was very hard for me to talk in front of a camera. I said that now it's way better. I can just look in just in front of that, even if that's an object and it's a bit strange. So it's a process also for you. So it's not about just that you are something. I don't have a team behind me like say Francesco say this. There is nobody behind me. I just I like to take feedback from people. Like say, am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? And also usually I watch my interviews, my videos again. So this and also my posts on Twitter. I've had an evolution also because, for example, I didn't just started creating videos from the first day. That was really not possible. It took me like almost 1 year to start creating videos. It was very hard in the beginning. So it's a process also for the content creator. They are not just born that way. They are evolving. I feel that I'm still evolving. For sure I feel better than before, but still can improve and do other stuff. So it's a long process. It's not just a 1 day process and you just done and you are a content creator. It's not like that. You just do, and I think that you are doing great. For example, as a host, what you are doing, and probably you will see this video in 1 year and say, okay, I was doing kind of good, but maybe I've improved this, and this. If you check my first interview, it's a mess.
So you're taking tech interviews. So your guests are coming to your show and you are trying to ask them questions and get the answers and try to show it to your audience. So you started from day one. Today you reached to a certain point, and how you are feeling. How when you look at yourself uh, when you was comparing with the person in you with the day one and today. What do you say?
I feel that I want to delete all my old videos, so I think that this is a sign that I've improved a lot. So, but this is okay. This is okay. I like to leave them. By the way, the first interviews they were not really interviews. It was just like me talking with a friend. So, for example, now we are trying to do sort of interviews, but since my first interview, I didn't even call that interview the first time. It was just me talking with a friend, and we posted the video on YouTube. So it was really an evolution, at some points people started to call these interviews podcasts. They say, okay, so I am doing a podcast. So it was not something planned. I say, okay, so now I'll do this, and now I'll create. I think yesterday I've done my 140-second interview, so kind of a lot. But I think that it's important to do this kind of podcast interviews, not just because you want to get some views on YouTube. It's not just about that, but for example, I've had different reasons. The first reason is to improve my English. So basically, we are practicing English for free, which is great, which is good for both for me and you. And also to connect with that person. For example, now after this interview, we will be more connected, me and you. So this is good. And then we can show what we're doing. If someone else is interested into that, they can check into that, know more you and also me. So this is good for everyone. Maybe it's a bit embarrassing for us that we are doing this, but it's okay. I can tell you that after a while, it gets way better. I don't know how many interviews have you done. Have you done some interviews, or is this the first one?
Yeah, I took more than 500 interviews.
Oh, nice, amazing. So it's incredible. So way more than me. So it's amazing. I should check all of. I don't know if I can watch and listen to all of them. I can't promise this, but I'll check some of them for sure. If you send me a couple of them, I'll check them out. So also to see progress on other stuff. Yeah, great.
Yeah, from influencers from Microsoft, Apple, and influencers, tech influencers, industry influencers from different parts of the world are already came, and I took an interview in the morning, and this is my second interview, and this is one of the great interviews and with a great person. Because why I'm saying great, because you came from Italy, you came from Rome, uh, and you're speaking very good English, and you're creating so much content, and you're making a lot of people to understand and educating them, and it's not just giving service, it is more than that.
Yeah, thank you. When I feel down, I'll call you at in the morning so we can talk more. So because you're really great at what you're saying, and we are boosting my moral on Friday. And it has been a tough week, so thank you. This is really It's really helpful, and I think you're also a great host. You are doing a great job.
So you are on Discord server, and what do you do there?
Great question. I think about 1 year ago, I created this community, let's say. The Discord server is just a part of this community. We will have also other stuff, but we are more focused on the Discord server. I have a community which is called Community for Content Creators. So it has four C's. We like to share our content together, share taking ideas. Probably we'll make a Twitter space next week. So it's good to have a place where even if you don't have a huge social presence, you still can be noticed by someone. This is also one of the reasons why I asked you to join if you wanted, because it's a good opportunity for people. Let's say maybe you can be very talented, you can create great content. Maybe you have just 100 followers on Twitter. So if you post something on Twitter, probably you will not get noticed a lot. Instead, if you are in a server like mine, which has more than 1,000 people, I think 1,100, you can get some traction anyway. So this is and you can just jump in for free. We are not charging anything. Everything is free. So it's a good way for good content creators without a great social presence, still, I can say, to get noticed. So this is the idea of the community that I've created, and I've also a lot of people helping me out as a staff, organizing events. So it's a great community. I suggest you to join. Yeah, that are watching this.
And what do you understood about content creating? You are into this from long time.
To be honest, not that long time. Let's say a couple of years. I've understood that sometimes we overthink too much, and I am the first one. I raise my hand or just say, look, maybe let's wait for a better camera, let's wait for a better microphone, let's wait for better content. Instead, the secret is just really get started. I know this is a this sounds obvious, but it's really that way. So usually I say the earlier the better. So the earlier you start, you can improve the content. You can also delete the content, edit. Sometimes you can also edit a content. If you create a blog post, you can come on them and change a line. On a video is a bit harder, but you can still delete that, remove some parts. I think also on YouTube. So we should not be focused on, oh my God, I'm doing this kind of content. Everybody will laugh at me. If they laugh, it's okay. You should not care. It's more about yourself and your journey to improve every day. And I've interviewed a lot of people. None of them saying that it became harder. It always becomes easier because you get more experience. You know what people like. You know that how you can catch the attention of the people. Okay, if I talk like this, it will be very hard also to see me because this is how I was doing my first interview. Now I know that if I do this, I have a different impact of the people that are watching. But this comes from the experience. Nobody in the school taught me this. I had to learn this by myself. I hope that this got an idea.
Yeah, I got you. So, creating content for website and creating content for YouTube channel is completely different. That is writing and you're communicating with your audience and telling the topics through website. That is different way of communicating without showing the face and without showing any visual thing. But when it comes to YouTube, that is a different kind of creating content. So, how you are able to manage and be successful in both?
This is a great question. It's I think you should adapt to that social media. For example, I did a Twitter space. It was a couple of days ago with Dan Thompson and Stephanie Wang. We had about 400 people. Every social media has some key features. YouTube has this camera and audio, but you can also do something very good, which is just audio, or maybe you create a video without showing your face, for example, because if you are doing a tutorial. So medias are different. From my experience, not everything works for everyone. For example, you can be very good at creating a video, but when you are live, if you're not the experience, you can make a lot of mistakes. Or the opposite. You can be. I think that I am in this kind of people who are very natural, you can say. But for example, for some kind of videos, you have to work more. So this is not a problem. This comes from the experience on different medias. So this is why you should try at least all of them. When you write, is different, of course. I suggest you to at least try all the different ways of communicate, because we can. It's like having different sports. You can be very good at one sport and very bad at something else. Usually, a very dynamic person, let's say an athlete, can be, let's say, decent at different sports. But usually, you should just take one or maybe two. I don't know. So for sports, I think that one is more than enough. But at least you should try, especially in the beginning. So different ways of communicate, and you should also pick whatever you like more. This is a good suggestion.
So you are a software engineer where you are interacting with a machine, with a computer, and that is different job. That is working on software. So this is different job. So can I say that job helped you in creating content today?
Yes, let's say that it helped me because I'm creating videos and content not on something different, but on what I'm working on. For example, I create content about Docker because I also use that in my personal projects. This is the reason. It would be hard for me, I don't know, like to create videos about a totally different topic, because in that case I should like do my job and then create videos. It's very good, I don't know, if you cook all day long to make videos about cooking, because this is the activity that you do more during your day. I like to say that it's a very good way to create content is to document your journey. If you are running every day, probably creating a video of you running, it's a good idea, because it requires you less effort. Usually I say this, you should never cook a cake just for the sake of recording that video. Because you are doing something and then you document what you're doing, it's way easier. And this is a secret, that you just create content on what you do. Usually also say this. I think that most of the people who do bodybuilding, they don't do bodybuilding to create videos. This is just a part of the documentation of their journey. So it's that's the secret to don't take like 12 hours of your day just for recording videos. Yeah.
So, what do you say to the tech people, to the IT people who are watching and listening to our conversation now?
About what?
About the services that you're providing.
Yeah, I can say that if you're interested in what I do, you can always contact me. And if I see the DM, I think the best way to contact me is with using the professional email, which is me@francescociulla.com. If you want like me to ask me something, if you want to be maybe a long introduction, you want me to have an answer, you can also try to send me a DM on Twitter. I can't promise that I can see them, because I get like 500, 1,000 of messages per day. So I'm very active on Twitter, but I can really lose that message. But you can try. Okay, so it's this is the best way to contact me. Yeah, usually I don't look for jobs. So if you want something, and if you like what I do, if you have an offer, promotion, if you want to collaborate, you can contact me. And I think that you can confirm this, because you did exactly this, right? So you can confirm this. If you send me a DM, I try to at least read, especially this kind of interviews, because let's be honest. Usually I am the host, so it's good for me to be a guest sometimes, and also answer some questions, and not just doing questions all day long. So it's good for me, especially if you want me as a guest in a podcast. I usually, if I have time, I say yes. I think you can confirm this.
So this experience is you are a questioner in your channel, and you're questioning, and you're trying to ask questions based on your guests' answers, and trying to understand what they say and create questions. So how that job and how this job, now you became a guest.
Yeah, I've already been a guest, but as a questioner, when I make interviews, the secret is that I'm not a journalist. I am a developer who is making some honest questions. I think that also what you asked to me is not that you are connected, because we do similar things. So this is the secret. Maybe we are not the best journalists in the world. I don't have that kind of journalist microphone. Maybe I should buy that. I should maybe wear a suit. But this kind of podcast is nice, because we can say, we can even go a bit more technical, which is nice. Otherwise, I should just nod if I don't understand your tech stack or some JavaScript framework. So this is nice. So this is basically a podcast for developers by developers. So this is the secret, that we are just us and just talking about what we like. Usually when I think also, if you wanted to talk to me, probably you had really some questions for me, not just for the audience, but just for yourself. This is also how I chose my guests for my podcast. Say, okay, this person is interesting. I want him or her to ask something. So instead of just asking for a private call, I say, okay, so let's make it public. It's a little bit of more work. I think you know this, but you can expose, you can create this as a content. So it's a win-win for everyone. And someone else maybe who is interested maybe a bit into me or you can come and also watch it later. Or next time you can also do a live stream if you want. Yeah.
Wonderful. So I'll share your web links in the description of this video on YouTube. People who find the video on YouTube can see the work that you're doing and can connect with what you're doing and can learn from you because you are into different mediums, different platforms, and you're telling about uh, containers and Docker, especially. If they can learn from your website, they can learn from your website and from your YouTube channel. You're explaining it, showing it, telling it. So definitely, people. I have people from AWS. I am AWS solution architect trainee too. So also those people will follow you and understand. And I'm sure in coming days, a lot of tech people are going to get
Nice.
benefit because of your content creation.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's great. You are doing a great job. I can see that in my first interviews, I didn't even say this. So if you do a podcast at the end or at the beginning, tell to the people to follow that person. I ask. Yeah, I'm sorry for the first people that I interviewed, but I forgot because it was too stressed. So you are already doing a way better job than me. Thank you so much.
So one last question. So what do you say about you didn't saw my content, you didn't saw my interviews. So what do you think I learned from these interviews? Talking with people who are into tech world, who are from different parts of the world, asking questions about the profession and trying to get the answers from it and showing it to the world.
Mm. Let's summarize this because it's a bit hard to summarize all of them in 2 or 3 minutes, but I try. I've noticed that there are real people behind the monitors and the screens and the keyboards. So we have different, way different interests. Sometimes a lot of people, they like hiking, running, exercising, working out. We're not just coding 24/7. So coding is a part of our life, but we do also other stuff. This is one thing. Another thing is that not everything works for everyone. I've had super successful YouTubers on my YouTube channel. They don't have an Instagram account, for example. So sometimes, for example, some of them, they have been like on YouTube, on Twitch, they had not any almost zero success. Then it's switched on other social media, for example, YouTube, and they have been super successful. So sometimes it's also that maybe you are on the wrong social media for you. So, and also the most successful people, maybe they've been the most introverted, and we had a lot of problems in the beginnings. For example, I've interviewed Bucky Roberts, which has about 3 million subscribers now on YouTube. He started very shy, not just with like very ambitious on to do something great, but just to exercise and do something. So this is what I learned, that maybe you should just focus on something and don't. You can get inspired by someone else, but you should never copy someone else. So you should not just say, I want to do this exactly that format because I know that that's successful, because that's successful for that person. So you can get inspiration, but you should always do this in your style. So you should find your style to be successful, because this is what really is the best for you. Because being yourself is the easiest thing that you can do, and also the hardest. So it's easy to just be yourself, find the format that you really like, and then you can adjust this a bit. But yes, so this is what I learned. The most successful people have done something for themselves, and they've shown this to people. So of course, you have to show. If you are very good at playing guitar, but you're just doing things in your house, nobody will listen to that. You have to expose this. You have to be prepared also to be judged, because someone will judge that for sure. They'll say, okay, that person is bad. And usually that kind of people, they are not experts. They're just sitting on the couch, saying, they say, okay, this person is bad, that athlete is bad. But you should not care about this, and just focus on your path, and you will prove, while those people will keep criticizing you, you will keep improving every day. And I promise you that one day those kind of people will come back and ask for tips on you. I'm sure about that, because this happened to me. So keep going. If you have an idea, keep going on your goal. I also wish you best luck with this interview series. And yeah, keep going, and you will see the result. It's like a diet. You don't see the result in one day. You have to do this for a while, and then you will see the result. I like to make sport analogies because I come from this world. Probably I'll go running in a while.
So it's inspiring, Francisco. Thank you. It's valuable for me. Your presence is really important and valuable for me, and I'm sure in coming days you will reach more places, and I'm sure the work, the quality work that you're doing through all the platforms and trying to connect with a lot of audience, and maybe that is this genuinity, this honesty, and this this hardworking nature of yours is making you to reach wherever you are reaching. I'm sure in coming days you will reach great places, and keep doing what you're doing, and keep inspiring people like us.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this interview podcast. Yeah. Thank you.
Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
You can do whatever you want. Yes. Yeah. Just keep my voice and my face, of course.
Yeah. And also, can I put this video and audio clip on my podcast, website, internet, social media, everywhere with your permission?
Yeah, for sure. No problem.
Yeah. Thank you again. Thank you so
Okay.
much, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.